I'm Jimmy James. You're watching Catch It Live First. OKR hosting the mighty Wigan Warriors. We are underway. We'll go through the lineups in a second. Wigan kicking off from left to right. OKR playing in white and red tops. Wigan in the dark navy, I would call it. Their away kit. And we're underway. This game has taken on new meaning, I would say. Especially since the documentary came out. Let's put my glasses on so we can see what's going on. Especially since the documentary came out. Following Wigan Warriors, 3 episodes. If you haven't seen it, thoroughly recommend it. Well, I haven't seen all of them myself, to be honest, but from what I have seen, fantastic. If you're a rugby league fan, it will be right up your street. The rivalry between Willie Peters and Matty Pete, obviously, that was shown in the documentary. And although it was, 3 after this game, 4 games ago, something like that, it's risen to the surface again. So the animosity is, in a professional capacity, I would say, has been renewed between Willie Peters and Matty Pete. As the charges take the field, there's more to play for in this game. In respect of, you want to win for your manager as well, don't you? Even more so than normal, I would say. Just 1.5 minutes gone. Still 0-0. Hull in possession. Late. If you're late to tonight's team news, there is no Mikey Pearce. Out through injury, I think. So Litton has taken his place. Broadbent is in the squad though for Hull KR. We got the teams up on flash cover. They've had a nightmare again. So we'll go through what they were saying the starting lineups were. They were wrong. High kick comes in, the J Field takes it 5 yards out in the corner, gets up to the 10, he's tackled by Tanganua. Wigan will be starting from deep in their own territory on this second set of 6 that they've had. According to Flashgoer, Hull KR, they went with Davis, Hiku, Gildart, Burgess, May, Litton, who I've said is in place of Mikey Lewis already, Hadley, Batchelor, Luckley, Broadbent, Brown, Dorrow and Booth. Now, Wigan was supposed to have gone with Field, French, Farrell, Ellis, Mago, Byrne, Leeming, Dupree, Hill, Eckersley, Farrimond, Douglas and Forber. No place for Liam Marshall apparently in the starting lineup, even though I'm looking at Liam Marshall now. So I'll go through the substitutes as well. So for Hull KR, apparently it's Sue, Hargreaves, Minchella, McAlorum, Whitbread, Richardson, Tanginoa and Morg. Or Morgan. Wigan Warriors have gone on the substitutes bench. Miskey, Wardle, Marshall, Smith. Good to see Brad O'Neill on the substitutes bench for Wigan Warriors. And Sember, Walters and Making, even though forget that to a degree because like I said, and Sember started, as did Marshall, so I haven't seen who else has actually started. A little bit late to the party, but we are here. If you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button, ping that notifications bell and give us a thumbs up. That'd be fantastic. Live chat is open. Let us know your thoughts, who you're supporting, how your team's doing this season if you're not a Hull KR or Wigan supporter. Also, the other game that's being played at the minute is, can't remember who, we'll get updates on screen. I will read them out. There's no point trying to hide away from it. So just be aware of that if you didn't want to know the score, but trying to record one and watch the other, it doesn't happen these days. It was St Helens and, like I said, I can't remember. My brain has gone blank. Still in the middle, 5 minutes gone. Burgess driving forward there, up to his own 40. Second tackle. Ellis in the tackle with Walters and Lehman driving over halfway. 3 tackles gone. Little bit of a knock on there, or a Wigan offside. There was an error there from OKR. It looked like a knock on, but the referee has pinged off Liam Farrell. It could have been Liam Farrell, Lehman, Eckersley, all were offside by a good 3-4 yards there. So you're not going to get away with that one. Just showing Mikey Lewis out with a groin injury. OKR over Wigan's 20. Pretty central. Still 5 tackles to go as well. Almost up to Wigan's 10. About 11 yards out, I would say. Trying to come down the right-hand side. They've got numbers. It's getting a little bit tight there, though. Good tackle by Harry Smith. Sue drives it central. He's back over Wigan's 10. Walters is in attendance with Lehman and Ellis. Trying to come down the left-hand side now. They've got a man over. Chance to win at the corner. That's going to go upstairs to the video referee. I think Burgess, what's the referee? He's surely going to go upstairs for that one. It looks like OKR might be in at the corner, but it was tight as to whether... Oh, they've got an on-field decision of try. It's a tight one, this. Referee quickly had a word with his touch judge. I think the touch judge said he thought it was a good try. It's Burgess diving in low. He's out to play, but his feet are in the air as Miski comes across. What a good finish that is from Burgess. You'll struggle to see a better finish all season. He was under pressure. He was literally, or as he put it out on the line, as he grounded the ball on the touch line. Yeah. Was it on the touch line? It's a tight one. I'd go with try, but it's a tight one. We will find out. Try, it's been given. So it's going to be a difficult kick to come because it is literally right on the touchline. You will not get closer to the touchline than that try that Joe Burgess has just scored. 4 tries so far now in the 2025 Super League season. They had a number out on the right-hand side and Miski came across, pushed Burgess out into touch, but he lifted his feet up. He was well over the sidelines and put his arms back into the field of play to ground the ball before he touched the ground. So it is a try. Morgu with the kick. It's looking good. Just off the inside of the post. What a good kick that was. OKR 6, Wigan Warriors 0. It feels personal, this game. And let's be honest, it will be. If you've had a little bit of a spat with someone, even though it's professional, in a professional sense, you would still want to get that victory. And so far, it's first blood to Matty P and OKR. Just got to just adjust something. I want to be 1 second. There we go. Right. Just something was annoying me there. In fact, it still is. It's still there. If you wanted to watch some live rugby league tonight as well, just to say, I'm pretty sure that on Bet365, so I'm assuming it'll be on BetFred as well, Super League. I think St Helens are on there as a live stream. Kick comes in there from Hull KR. There was a little touch on it. Jai Field picked that ball up, ran forward and got absolutely mullered. Absolutely mullered by Tangino. He put shoulder right in there. Field's up all right though. Wigan struggling to make much ground at the minute. Just over the halfway line now with Walters, but that'll be 4 tackles gone. Only made 24 metres so far, Wigan. On the 4th tackle, and Sember just gets over Hull KR's 40. 5th tackle, so it's going to be a kick coming in from Harry Smith. He's under a little bit of pressure. He puts a high kick in. It's going to land about 25 yards out. Marshall goes up for it, takes the catch, but immediately he's wrapped up straight away. He's making no more yardage, and that'll be the handover. Hull KR doing a good job there of putting Harry Smith under pressure when that kick came in. Harry Smith was claiming there that there was a knock-on. Referee disagreed. Wigan were offside again there, Cruz Lehman. Referee's not pinged him. Then 2nd tackle. Already, Hull KR are approaching halfway. They've gone over halfway. Tangino driving through Liam Byrne there. Took some of the pace out of him, but they're almost up to Wigan's 40. They're now over Wigan's 40. Approaching the 30. 4 tackles gone. Centre field. McAlora on dummy half, spreads it left. Tangino, he's going to need a spell in a bit. Tangino, he's put that much work in already. He's a bit of a unit. 5th tackle, kick's going to come in from 25 yards out. It's into Wigan's right-hand corner. Miskit lets the ball get taken by, I can't see who because there's a plethora of bodies there. Then he makes a tackle. It was Burgess who caught the ball. Hand over to Wigan. Bevan French with Jai Field coming in dummy half. Wigan will be starting from their own 10. Eckersley runs across field, loses a couple of metres there actually, but he's in field, which is what he wanted. You don't want to be getting pushed over the sideline at this stage of the game. Marshall makes about 8 yards there. Leaning in at dummy half, spreads it to Miskey. Miskey drives it over the 20, approaching the 30. Thought about an offload there. Then he keeps hold of it, wisely so. Farrell trying to get to the 40. He ain't going to get past McAlora though. Just over the roll. Oh, and Sember almost got an interception there against him. Kept hold of it one-handed, the ball, and as he's hit the floor, the ball's popped up in the air. It is Hull KR who've come up with it. They're over the 40, about 35 yards out, centre field. And although you might be thinking, oh, that's Wigan will be disappointed with that. Wigan will be pleased with that because, let me tell you, he had to reach behind him there in Sember and grab that ball one-handed. If he didn't catch that ball, there was a Hull KR player stood there waiting who would have been, I couldn't see who it was, he would have been sprinting downfield. Little bit of nastiness there after the game. Hadley and Sember. Then Sember's getting dragged about. Hadley's getting all big because he's got his mates around him. Little Liam Marshall comes in to help Sember. Then Cade Ellis gets there. It's all a little bit of handbags. What's the referee going to do? It's a 0 tackle. Referee's calling. Is he calling the captains? Oh, he's having a word with Sember and no doubt Hadley. Now they'll be fine. Can't see what he's saying, but he's just saying pack it in. Now Sember and Hadley are stood together. No shake of hands, but sort of a mutual, yeah, all right, we'll just walk away and crack on with it. I'd like to see this next tackle between them two. He's a unit in Sember, isn't he? He's only about, what, 19? I hope he's finished growing. Although maybe not. I don't think it is possible to be. So, Nsemba was on the floor, and then Hadley's put his hand right in. He's put his hand right in Nsemba's face, all his weight on it as he's got up, and Nsemba took exception to that, as you would do. Hargreaves driving the ball forward there. I thought he put his elbow into Liam Burns' face there. And Burn didn't bother. They're in now again down the right-hand side. Stopped about 6 yards short of Wigan's try line. Spreading it left now, OKR. They've got numbers, but they were gonna run out of space there. So just over the 20-metre line. 4 tackles gone. Centre field now, it's driven forward up to Wigan's 10, just shy of it, about 11 metres out. McIlroy on 5th tackle, spreads it left to Litton. Litton puts a chip kick into the corner. It was knocked on by Burgess, actually went up for it, knocked it on in the challenge. That was on the 5th, so it'll be Wigan ball. Just showing Mikey McIlroy. Mikey Lewis sat on the sidelines there, well, stood, looking frustrated. He would have loved to have been playing in this game, no doubt. Eckersley drives it forward, trying to get up to the 30, just short, leaning in at dummy half. 15 minutes gone. 3 tackles gone. French almost up to halfway line there. Burgess with the tackle. Barrel in at dummy half, spreads it inside to Leeming, driven forward by Ellis. Little offload there, back to Leeming. Now they can spread it left. It's with Nsemba. Where's Hadley? Go on, Hadley's there. Hadley's in with a tackle. He gets put on his arse from Nsemba. Then he goes back in. A little bit of head there from a bald-headed Hadley. He wouldn't have liked that, getting put on his arse from Nsemba. But he did. The chip kick came in, and it'll be Hull KR taking possession on their own on their own 10-metre line. Now Jack Russell's joined me. He's rolling around on the floor on his back. Don't know what you're happy about. He's obviously not a Wigan Warriors fan. They are almost up to their own 40. Now they're up to halfway. St Helens and Wakefield, if you don't want to know the updated score, mute your mic or mute your YouTube screen now. It was 8-0. It was 8-0. Yeah, it would be. It's been quite lovely and quiet in here. As soon as you start streaming, it becomes like Grand Central Station. Not that I've ever been. Right, Wigan in possession, driving it up towards their own 40 with Wardle. Can't quite get there though. McIlroy and Hadley in with a tackle. Almost a forward pass there from Wigan. Cade Ellis picks it up just short of the halfway line. 4 tackles gone. Bevan French puts a kick in. What a lovely take there though, but I don't know who that was for Hull KR. But back that was Litton's in at dummy half. St Helens 10, Wakefield 8. Don't complain. I did warn you we were going to say the scores. Litton with a missed pass straight away from dummy half. Didn't quite work out, although Hadley's trying to make something of it. Might have made about a metre though. 3 tackles gone. Hull KR just getting over their own 30. Smith, Walters and Cade Ellis in that tackle. Now the referee's gonna ping Wigan there for messing about at the play of the ball. Too slow, he's saying. And then Hiku stood up and decided it would be a good idea to scream in Cade Ellis's face. Maybe not. certainly some ill feeling in this game so far. Sue gets up to Wigan's 30. Centre field, spreading it to the right-hand side. Hargreaves drives it back central. He's met by Walters, Farrell and Lehman. McIlaurin spreading it left. Sanganova straightens it up. He hits Farrell. He's met by Tyler Dupree, who's come on. Oh, and then there's a knock on there from McIlaurin, rushing to pick the ball up and get the pass away, and he knocked it forward. There's no doubt about it. He knocked it about 5 metres forward. As he was passing it, I think it came off his own calf. Wigan will be happy about that. Just put the ball at a plate, get some air into the lungs. McIlaurin, is he coming off? He's got a little bit of claret in his mouth. No, he's going back on. No, he's coming. Is he coming off for a blood? Oh no, he's staying on while Wigan get us back underway from the scrum. Comes out to the right hand side. Miskey with a little cheeky offload there to Bevan French. Bevan French to Eckersley. It looks a little bit forward. Eckersley's got the full field in front of him. He's going in at the corner here. Keep on going, keep on going. Now he can run infield and get as close to the post as possible. He does that. 4 points for Wigan. All of that came from a cheeky little offload that Bevan French made the most of. The Wigan fans are celebrating. There should be no problem with the extra 2 points to come. I'm assuming it's going to be Harry Smith on kicking duties, because I didn't see Adam Kieran on the... I'm assuming he's out with a knock, so it will be Harry Smith, I'm pretty sure, taking on kicking duties. And all that came about because of the mistake from McIlaurin. He literally... It was difficult to see if there was a hint of a forward pass there to Eckersley, but he got his pale legs going. No one was going to catch him. Matty Pete's looking happy with that, as you would. It is indeed Harry Smith who's taking over conversion kicking. It's no real loss, is it? The fact that Adam Kieran's not in the squad tonight. More than capable is Harry Smith. In fact, he used to be Wigan's kicker, didn't he, before Kieran took over. From the right hand side, and he's a left-footed kicker, so it's perfect really. Don't shank it now. Let's get back on level terms. 21, almost 22 minutes gone. Straight through the middle, no problem there. Gotta say, I'm loving these new Bet365 graphics. Don't forget, if you want to watch St Helens and Wakefield, get yourself over to Bet365. They're actually live streaming it, I think. Straight from the kick-off, the Cool KR have just been penalised, messing about at the play of the ball. That'll be a good kick up to halfway, so easy metres gained for Wigan. It was Tyler Dupree who took the ball in. That kick didn't go as far as they expected. Walters driving it forward, centre field, almost up to Wigan's own 40. That said Brad O'Neill off, I think. It's not. It's Brad O'Neill has come on. Good to see Brad O'Neill back after his long-term injury. Be nice to see him go into a few tackles and just Wigan coming down the right-hand side here with French. He's running across. He's got it to field. Outside to Miskey. Miskey with a chip inside. Farrell's waiting for it. It was an unfortunate bounce of the ball as Farrell was waiting it to come towards him. It kind of hit the spike of the ball and bounced the opposite direction. So he was a little bit unlucky there, Farrell. Yeah, going back to Brad O'Neill, good to see him back after his injury. Be nice to see him go through a few hard tackles just for that little bit of confidence that you're not going to break. Pretty sure he'll have been doing plenty of training though. 4 tackles gone. Centre field, only about 20 yards out. They're just over their own 20-yard line now. Our Hull KR. Wigan's starting to turn the screw. We're going to be kicking deep in their own half on this 5th tackle. It's a long kick right down the middle. Fields underneath it. Takes it on his own 20. Marshall driving it forward over the 30. Heading towards the 40. Just short. That's where Wigan will be starting from. Jai Field in at dummy half. Spreads it right to Eckersley. He straightens it up. Into Minchella. Minchella's claiming there was a knock on. Definitely not. Wigan trying to spread it left now, almost up to the 30 with Jake Wardle. He's tackled by Hadley. Now Wigan coming right with Cade Ellis. Ellis with an offload there to Bevan French. It gets its way to Miskey. He's going across field there. He's just going to get over halfway. Hint of a high tackle there. Kind of bounced off his shoulder and into his side of his head, but the referee's quite happy with that. I've got a feeling Bet365 underneath there, they've got their on and off mixed up with the substitutions. Because Sue has gone off and that had him as coming on. BetFred Super League, St Helens 16, Wakefield 0. That's on Sky Sports Plus if you do have that service, or it's also on Bet365 live streaming. Litton in at dummy half, plays it inside. Hargreaves over the 40. 4 tackles gone. We can just hang him back there. Happy to give up the 10 yards, make the tackle. Litton in again, dummy half. The high kick's going to come in. It's down the right-hand side. Field's going to take it unchallenged about 15 metres out. He's over the 20. Centre field, there was a bit of head-to-chin collision there on, I couldn't see who it was from Hull. Both players are okay though. Marshall's driving it forward. Turns out the tackle. He's made the break. Eddie makes another break. They just cannot bring Marshall down. He gets all the way to Hull KR's 40-metre line. He was just spinning out of tackles there. They couldn't get hold of him. Bevan French breaks a tackle, gets over the 40. Litton finally puts him down. Brad O'Neill in at dummy half. 6 again, says the referee, messing about with the play of the ball. Walters takes it over the 30. Hargreaves brings him to the floor. O'Neill's in at dummy half. Spreads it left to Tyler Dupree. He's over the 20. O'Neill spreads it right to Harry Smith. Short pass to Cade Ellis. He's up to the 10. 3 tackles gone. O'Neill goes right to Walters. Walters was stood still a bit. Gets it away to Bevan French. Bevan French ducking and diving. Back to Walters. Walters will straighten it up. He's met by Tanganua. Makes no further progress. O'Neill in at dummy half. He goes left. Smith. I thought he was going to put a little grubber kick in then. Quick hands by Wigan. It's out with Marshall on the left-hand side. He cuts inside, driving towards the line. They're having real trouble, Hull KR, in bringing Liam Marshall down. He is literally inches away from being over the try line. 5th tackle. It's back to Smith. Chip under the post. It's a bounce. It's gone over the back. Just wanted a little bit of backspin on that ball there, and it would have been a real issue for Hull KR as it was. It went over out out of play, and it's a 20-metre restart to Hull KR. And already they're up to their own 40. McLaurin's gone off with that bit of blood coming out of his mouth, so I'm not sure what's happened there. Might be a free interchange. Made 36 metres, 2 tackles gone. Hadley driving it in. Made good yardage quickly here, have Hull. 3 tackles gone. Centre field, trying to come down this left-hand side now. Approaching Wigan's 20. Walters with the tackle. Handoff though. The handoff. Hull still driving it forward. Minchella, he's finally brought down by Brad O'Neill, Cade Ellis, and Farrell. 10 metres out. Smack bang central. 5 metres out. It's been offloaded as well. Lost a little bit of ground there, but the ball's still alive. They've got numbers now down the left-hand side. Cheeky little pass. I think that's Hiku who's gone over for a simple try. Ball came from the cheeky offload on the right-hand side. Lost a little bit of ground, did Hull KR, but Wigan didn't reset the line. They spread the ball left Hull KR, and Hiku found that gap for his second try of this 2025 Super League season. Won't be happy with that, Matty P. Oh, well, the Wigan players. They kind of switched off a little bit. They thought the tackle had been completed, and it was a cheeky little offload that undid Wigan there. Defence was looking a little bit static. Truth be told, they were looking a little bit tired there, Wigan. 30 minutes gone, Hull KR 10, Wigan 6. And I've no doubt that this extra points from the conversion will be going over. It was Hiku who got the offload that did for Wigan. I just got to turn my mic off 1 second. Kick comes in. The kick comes in, no problem at all. Straight through the middle. Morgu's not going to, Morgu. Sounds better, doesn't it, than Morg. Morgu. No problem with the conversion. We can get us back underway. Burgess takes that ball, drives it forward, and is met by 4 Wigan players. Gets up to the 15-yard line though. Second tackle gone. Hull KR almost up to. We're on 30. Hiku with another offload there to Litton. Hull KR over the halfway line. Coming down this left-hand side now. They're looking like they've got a little bit more energy about them, Hull KR at the moment. Get the feeling Wigan are just hanging on slightly. Litton takes it himself, puts a little grubber kick in on the 4th. It's taken by Field on the 10. Litton makes the tackle himself on field. Wigan will be starting 15 metres out. BetFred Super League, St Helens and Wakefield. It is St Helens 18, Wakefield 0. O'Neill in at dummy half. 2 tackles gone. Spreads it left to Marshall. Marshall drives it forward. Makes some decent yardage. He's the only player from Wigan really. Him and Bevan French who have made decent yardage. Patrick May goes on. He's met by Hiku. That's a clash of the unstoppable and immovable objects, isn't it? Kick comes in. It's returned up to Hull KR's own 30. Centre field, good starting position for this set of 6 for Hull KR. There's not been many breaks in this game in the first half. The players have got to be blowing. Hull KR are already over halfway. Litting in at dummy half, 3 tackles gone. Spreads it to the right-hand side. We've got numbers here. Oh, that was like a forward pass. Referee says it's fine. Maybe it's just the angle of the camera or my eyesight. 40 metres out. Now they're spreading it left. Tangano over Wigan's 30, met by Patrick Mago and Liam Farrell. Litting in at dummy half, spreads it right. High kick comes in on the 5th. Targeting Jai Field down Wigan's right. Field comes in, it comes off his shoulder. That'll be a try. That will, I've got a feeling it's a try. Gut instinct is try for Hull KR. Field made a right hash of it. On-field decision is no try. I've got a feeling it was a try. I don't know what they're saying. No try. So the kick came in. Everybody's on side. Always a player coming from the right-hand side, offside, and so field goes up, hits him in the shoulder and then the head. And then I think that might have been a knock-on. Also, it could be offside because everyone to the left of the kicker was onside. There was a player from the right-hand side who came into play though. And I've got a feeling he might have been offside. Oh yeah, it's also been it's a knock-on. The ball was not fouled, so that's why it's going to be no try. Well, they're still reviewing it. But it looks pretty clear that it was Whitbread knocked that ball about 2 yards forward, so no try. At first, I didn't think he got a touch on it, but he did. He got fingertips to it, and unfortunately for him, the 10-yard line was there, and you could see he got fingertips to it behind the 10-yard line. Yeah, knock on. We could have had knock on or offside there. Came from the far right side of the field. If he'd have left, if Whitbread hadn't have touched that, it would have been possibly offside. But he knocked it on, and so I'm not. It's head and feed to Hull KR for the knock-on. First knock-on from Jai Field. Centre field, 10 yards out. 2 tackles gone. Mago with a tackle, helped by Brad O'Neill and Cade Ellis. Litting him at dummy half. Comes left, looking for Hickey. Oh, he's lost that ball. Maybe looking for another offload there. Brad O'Neill's picked it up. Come away with it. Wigan trying to get up to their own 40. Can't get there. 2 tackles gone. O'Neill in at dummy half. They're spreading it to this right-hand side. Bevan French to Miskey. To Eckersley. Eckersley cuts inside, wants to keep away from that sideline. Up to Hull KR's 40. French in at dummy half. Spreads it left to Smith. It's straightened up by Cade Ellis. Ellis is driving forward. Minchella puts him to the ground 35 yards out. O'Neill comes down this right-hand side to French. French ripped up by Hull KR, almost up to the 20. O'Neill goes left on the 5th. Smith puts a high kick in down Wigan's left-hand side-ish. And Semba couldn't get there. Okay, I'll bring it away. They'll be starting from their own 10-yard line. This first half's flown by. 36 minutes gone. Dupree and Mago in the tackle there. Oof, almost a knock on by Okay. I got the ball at the second attempt. Farrell in the tackle with French. Referee's given a penalty there. I think it was against Farrell or French who were in the tackle. But it was a swinging arm by Bevan French right under the chin as well. Definitely a penalty. Okay, I'll be starting from Wigan's 40 down this left-hand side. BetFred Super League update. St Helens 20. Wakefield still to get on the scoreboard. Two tackles gone. Okay, just short of Wigan's 30. Litton in at dummy half. Spreads it left. Thought about carrying it on left. Eckersley had come out of the line though. Blocked off that route. And now the referee's done them for obstruction crossing, whatever you want to call it. Should have took the tackle. Yeah, it was crazy. Just take the tackle there. You're not going to get away with that. May it was who offloaded when he should have. Should have took a knee. 37.5 minutes gone. Wigan just inside their own half. Spreading it left. Fields broke the line. Marshall, he's going to have to come inside because you want to keep away from the touchline because you're going over it. Marshall's making good yardage in this first half. Wigan Central. Ellis with a little offload to Mago. Mago driving it up to the 20. Hadley's in the tackle with Luckley. Brad O'Neill spreads it to Bevan French. French was stood still a little bit there. Offload to Farrell. Well, it wasn't an offload really. It was like a short pass to Farrell. Farrell was happy to take the tackle there. 4 tackles gone. Wigan coming down the left-hand side. They've got numbers, but they're going to run out of space. Field takes the tackle over on the left-hand side. 10 yards out. 5th tackle coming up. Wardle's in at dummy half. Back to Smith. He's going to put a little kick in. Surely, do something. He's just run over the sideline. He didn't know what he was going to do there. He just ran over the sideline and was helped over the sideline by Hull KR. Then they tried putting him over the barrier. That ill feeling that's been bubbling all this first half is just getting... It's coming to the surface. It's that man Hadley again involved. He didn't know what to do there, Harry Smith, and yeah, as he was going over, let's have a look what happened afterwards. He's gone over the sideline there. Yeah, you're not going to keep in play. Litton has got hold of him. Then what happened? So he just literally stood up. Then somebody's having a go at Marshall. I think it's May and Marshall. Marshall's not getting involved. Now Farrell's having... the referee's having a word with Farrell. Farrell and Minchella, the referee's having a word with. Oh, there was a little push by Marshall on May. Handbags at 50 paces. We're back underway. 60 seconds to go. 10 metres out from their own goal line, Hull KR. Litton's in at dummy half. Picks the ball at one-handed. Drives over the 20. Farrell with a tackle. Is the referee going to ping Wigan for offside, or is it a high tackle? Markers not square, they weren't. Good play there from Litton. Clever play, because Marshall and Eckersley were the two markers. Neither of them were square. And both went for the tackle. Up to Wigan's 40. 25 seconds to go. They're going to run out of time before they run out of tackles. Litton's in at dummy half. May go with a tackle with Brad O'Neill. Cade Ellis. Don't give a penalty away now. This will be the last play of the game. Are they going to go for a drop goal? They are going to go for a drop goal. It's not going to reach. It's picked up by Field. What's Field going to do? Take the tackle. Yeah, takes the tackle and May try ripping the ball out of his hands. Pretty smart, really. Luckily, Field hadn't switched off that much. At half-time, it is Hull KR 12, Wigan Warriors 6. Pretty level first half. I'd say the scoreboard probably reflects how that first half's gone. I think Hull KR have just edged it. But we're in for an entertaining second half, that is for sure. Let's have a little bit of quiet while it's half time. So how's everybody's week's gone at work? What a crazy week with the markets, eh? So before this game started, I was making some notes. League position, OKR P1. As things stand, they'll be staying there as well. Before tonight's game, 12 points, 5 wins. One of those wins came in overtime. I think that was against Castleford, wasn't it? But a bit of an unexpected performance, not an unexpected result. Let's be honest, you would expect Hull KR to do what they did, which is beat Castleford, but not in overtime. Last time out, Hull KR beating Huddersfield away by 50 points to 4. That's a pretty convincing victory. Wigan before tonight, we're in P3. 8 points, 4 wins. That one loss in overtime on the opening night of the season against Lee in that record-breaking match. I've never known well, that's why it would be a record-breaking match, but I was going to say I've never known a game finish 0-0. And Lee taking the points there with a drop goal. A high-scoring game. Wigan 0, Lee 1 after overtime. Wigan's only other loss this season came against Leeds, 12 points to 10. And I think, after watching that game, I think Leeds were pretty good value for it, to be honest. I don't like to admit it, but they were. Wigan also had a loss against Hull FC. That was in the Challenge Cup. And that was a match that, in the first 10 minutes, you would have thought Wigan were going to romp it, walk away with it. And it just turned round on, I don't know what the incident was. I don't know what the mindset was. I don't know what happened. But there was suddenly a complete shift in the match, which saw Wigan out of the Challenge Cup. So I put in my notes that, yeah, Wigan are not having things all their own way this season. And let's be honest, if you expect Wigan to replicate what they did last season, I'm not convinced that that's realistic. You know, everything they entered, they won. They won the Challenge Cup. They won the Super League. They won the league. They won the league, and they also won the World Club Championship. You can't get any better than that. I mean, the only way you get anything better than that is to go unbeaten the whole way through the league season. I've been saying since this season started, Wigan, I was concerned that they hadn't dipped into the transfer market like I hoped they would have. And I think they only made one signing in the off-season. Why, you would ask, would they want to make signings after they won every competition they entered last season? And ultimately, Wigan Warriors themselves came out and said they didn't dip into the transfer market, apart from the one signing that they made, because they wanted the players to know that they were quite happy with the players and the squad that they've got. And that's absolutely fine. The danger with that is, are you standing still? Can you afford to stand still? I'm not convinced you can. You only need an injury, a bit of an injury crisis. I mean, we lost Brad O'Neill for most of last season. Luckily, he's back now. Luckily for the likes of Forber, who came in, stepped up really well, Forber. Superb. But does that happen again this season if they get an injury to, let's say we get an injury to Nsemba? Let's say you get an injury to Dupree, you get an injury to Mago. You know, if these things go, you get on that roll where you think the universe is conspiring against you. What do you do then? You're then going to be dipping into what? So are Wigan knowing something about the youngsters that are coming through? I mean, look at Nsemba. What is he, 19? Have they got a conveyor belt of players coming through? Have they got cover? You know, if you get Marshall out, if you get Abasmiski out, where is the cover coming from? So that's my only concern with Wigan's ethos of we're happy with the players and the squad that we've got. I think there's a danger if you stand still, you start reversing and going backwards. But they obviously know what they're doing, or at least you would hope so. Yeah, we were talking pre-match about this rivalry. Willie Peters and Matty Pete. It all reignited and came out. Most people didn't even know it had happened. This was going back to 2024 with Matty Peters, Matty Pete and Willie Peters having a little bit of a set-to with each other after Wigan's victory in the, I think it was the semi-final, wasn't it? And they were asking Willie Peters before this match, you know, what about that? You know, does it add to the rivalry, this, that, and the other? And he kind of said, well, no, not really, because we've played Wigan twice since that incident. So, as far as they're concerned, it's dead and buried. Do you believe them? Not in a month of Sundays. Once it's in there, that rivalry will always be in there. I'm not saying it's a personal rivalry, but as a professional rivalry, it will always be in your mind what had happened. So with this documentary about Wigan and it being brought back up, and I know the commentators were saying before the game that they were a little bit surprised that Wigan put that into the documentary, and also did it kind of blindside Willie Peters that it was actually going to be put out into the public realm so that everybody could see what had actually gone on. But before the match, Willie Peters was like, you know, it's done, it's dusted, these things happen. Then they interviewed Matty Pete. Matty Pete was a little bit more. Willie Peters was a little bit tongue in cheek about it. Matty Pete was a little bit more serious over the event, I would say. And it showed in his face. You know, he's a bit of a stoic character at the best of times, isn't he? Trying to get a smile out of him is not, or any emotion off his face. Trying to read him he's not the easiest character. Definitely before this match, when it was brought up, it meant more to Matty Pete than it did Willie Peters, in my view. No doubt in this 15 minutes now, he'll be getting into the Wigan players. I'm not saying ranting, but Wigan need a little bit more energy. In that first half, there's been, you could count on one hand the number of Wigan players that have been making yardage. Just got to check something. Apologies. Just make sure that everything's all right. I just had a warning come up there. It's only about the bit rate, so apologies for that. Oh, what is that? Yeah, you could count on. It's telling me the bit rate is low. Hopefully everything's all right. Sorry about that. It's just coming up with I don't know what the suggestion is. It's coming up with a suggestion about the bit rate on the stream. Um, I'm sure it'll work itself out. It'll have to. Everything seems to be going all right with it. It's still there as a suggestion. Yeah, so as I was saying, in that first half, you can count on one hand the number of Wigan players who are making yardage. You've got Marshall, who, okay, I've had a real problem putting him to the floor. Bevan French has obviously made yardage and made the break to set up Wigan's one and only try, which was scored by Eckersley. But apart from that, going forward in the final third, they've not spent that much time there, Wigan. But when they have been there, they've been a little bit devoid of ideas. And a prime example of that was fifth tackle just before half time. Harry Smith going from right to left. I thought I said it in commentary, oh, he's going to put a little grubber kick into the corner. He didn't. He kept hold of the ball, kept running towards the sideline, and almost ran out of the field of play on his own. In the end, he was helped by Litton, helped him over, and there was 4 or 5 other Hull KR players there. That's why there was a little bit of handbags at dawn. Still putting me off this. I'm not sure why. And I'm not sure why that keeps coming up. Hopefully I'll get this sorted before the second half starts. Ah, there we are. I don't know what the issue was, but stream health, stream status is good. Uh, right. Yeah, we're back to normal. It's still showing as a warning, but it just paused on a warning. It looks like that sorted itself out anyway. So, yeah, so certainly at half time, I'm pretty sure that regardless of the scoreline, I'm pretty sure that Hull KR will be the happier of the two teams. Wigan have pushed offside a couple of times. They got pinged for it once where, can't remember the name of the players now. I think Farrell was one. Eckersley, I think it was Lehman as well. They were nowhere near getting back onside, and it's an easy decision. They've also had another couple of occasions where it was borderline and they got away with it. But does that show that they're just starting to feel the pace, the Wigan Warriors, in defence? And it was pretty early on as well. So we've got a second half to come, which will be interesting. I wouldn't be surprised if, bless you, I wouldn't be surprised if there's yellow cards or I wouldn't be surprised if there's yellow cards in this second half, maybe even a red. But there'll certainly be some pal. Right. The joys of doing a live stream in your living room. Players are just coming out for the start of the second half. So it'll be Wigan kicking from right to left. Just having a look at the form coming into this as well. Wigan had that defeat against Leeds, and apart from the first night of the Super League, they've done pretty well. But they're just not quite firing at the start of this season. The defeat to Lee, the defeat to Hull FC, and the defeat to Leeds. A little bit not what you would have hoped for, but that's what you've got. We're back underway. Wigan driving it forward. Tyler Dupree trying to get up to his own 30. Any other notes that I wanted to bring up? No, I think that's pretty much it. Wigan up to the halfway. An offload by Cade Ellis gets it to Field. Field only makes a metre run. He's brought down. May with the tackle. Wardle's in at dummy half. Goes the short side. Everybody thought he was going to go, including me to Sember. He didn't. It's going to be Marshall in at dummy half, just over the 30. Marshall tries going himself. He puts a little grubber kick in. Doesn't, however, get a good contact on the ball. And basically, it's just may as well have been a handover to Hull KR. 2 tackles gone. They're getting towards about 35 metres out. Now they're over the 40. Wardle, Hadley getting up to the halfway line, tackled by Wardle. Now they're spreading it left. almost breaking the line there, Hull KR. Eckersley with the tackle. 5th tackle, 40 yards out. High kick comes in, down Wigan's right. Field takes the tackle and challenge. Heads to ground, takes the tackle. Wigan will be starting from their own 10 metres. Farrell in at dummy half to Dupree. Somebody went flying. I think it might have been Burgess. Came flying across the screen there. Didn't make any contact. Maybe luckily for him. Wardle driving over the 30. Just. Hadley with the tackle. Brad O'Neill trying to get something going. Almost up to the 40, but that's Wigan on a 5th tackle. Cade Ellis put the kick in. A decent kick, actually. It's going to be picked up on their own 20 by Hull KR. And then Davis drives it up to almost the 30. That's almost a 40. Now they're just over the 40. 2 tackles gone. Pretty central. Litton's in at dummy half. Spreads it left. 1 out rugby. Over the halfway line. Just by millimetres. 3 tackles gone. Centre field. Litton spreads it right. Whitbread up to Wigan's 40. Farrell in the tackle with Brad O'Neill. Litton, this time they're going down that left-hand side, Hull KR. They've got a number, they've got an overlap of 2 there. Should have let the pass go, broke the line, but everything got slowed up. 5th tackle, they're on the 20. What's May going to do? Spreads it right to Hadley. Somebody's going to have to put a kick in here. A grubber kick into the... Oh my word, what has happened there? I think Burgess might have... I think Abbas Miski, just as he was going to push the ball over the line for a goal line dropout, I think he was kind of hesitating. Should I? And as he decided to put the ball down, he slipped. I don't think he got a touch on it. And I think on-field decision of a try. On-field decision is try. A big mistake this by Miski. Tyler Dupree's letting the ball run. Fields coming across. And Miski comes across. Miski slips. So Miski slips. Didn't get the ball down. I'm not sure that Burgess had control over that ball. It might have even been in sort of his forearms that got contact. I don't know why. No, that's not a try for me. It's not with Wigan tinted glasses. Miski's not grounded, and the good thing is there is good coverage of it from all the camera angles. So Abbas Miski thought about, oh no, it's on his forearm maybe. We're going to have another look at this. Who'd be a video referee? So Miski did try to ground the ball. Missed it. Burgess came in, and I don't think he got his hand on it. I think it was his forearm, kind of, not under control, that's for sure. And I don't think he had downward pressure either. This will show us better, maybe. Yeah, he's not got downward pressure on that ball. It's come off his forearm. So although the on-field decision is a try, Jimmy James here at Catch It Live First, Wigan Warriors supporter, is saying no try, no shot there. No try for me. I'm going with knocked on in goal. They're still looking at it. Liam Rush is the video referee. On-field decision is a try, but the thing is, can you prove it wasn't a try? There, you can. You can see it clearly touches the inside of his forearm when his hand's on the floor, so it's no try. Yeah, Come on. Get on with the game. It's no try. Right, get decision pending, surely, any minute now. Here we go, decision pending. No try for Jimmy James. On-field decision is a try. No try. It's official, no try. Some shocked faces in the whole KR crowd. Obviously don't know the rules that you have to have downward pressure. No. Got away with it there, Abbas Miski. He pulled out of pushing it over dead at the last minute. I'm not sure whether he knew that Burgess was there. Either way, he's got away with one there. We're back underway, and it's that man Miski almost up to Wigan's 40. Centre field, still Hull KR 12, Wigan 6, 44 minutes gone. Tyler Dupree drives it forward, just short of the halfway line. Brad O'Neill in at dummy half. Going down the right-hand side, it's with Bevan French, trying to break the line. Can't quite do it. O'Neill goes left to Cade Ellis. Ellis to Smith. Wigan spreading it left field to Wardle. He's got Marshall on his outside. He lit the afterburners there, Jake Wardle. Absolutely smoked the Hull KR defence, and he's in at the corner. It's going to be a difficult kick to come, but he smoked the Hull KR defensive line there. That was impressive, that from Wardle. I thought he was going to dummy the pass to Marshall on his outside and cut inside. He didn't bother dummying the pass, he just lit that afterburner. Wow. Impressive. Yeah, no thought whatsoever of dummying that pass to Marshall. He didn't need to, he just backed his pace. Superb. Difficult kick to come though for Harry Smith, especially seeing as he's a left footer from the left hand side, and it's probably about a yard in from the touchline max. Yes, what a good try. Vital kick coming up here. I know we're only 46 minutes into the game. Scored 2 tries for Wigan in last season's victory over Hull KR. So it's certainly a team he likes playing against. Wardle. Yeah, difficult kick this for Harry Smith. It's the wrong side really for him. Wigan fans are celebrating, pints in hand. Tell you what, there was a few teeth missing in some of the Wigan supporters there. 24% kick rate from this angle. It's pretty good there. Oh, he's just pushed it wide of the left hand upright. So it remains Hull KR 12, Wigan 10. 46 and a half minutes gone. It was always going to be a tight game this tonight. Do you know, as well, when at the end of the 2024 season, Hull KR went to Wigan and Wigan got the victory on the night, which pretty much sealed them getting the league title. But Hull KR were unlucky. I can remember the game well. Hull KR were unlucky in that game. I think it was Patrick Magle who came on and caused chaos for Wigan. And it just shows how these two teams over the years now have got tighter and tighter in respects of performance and results. And Semba drives it forward there, just over Wigan's 40, 4 tackles gone. Cade Ellis driving up towards halfway line, just couldn't get the offload there to Jai Field, who was running past him. O'Neill in at dummy half. Smith's going to be kicking from inside his own half. He's gone high. Down this right-hand side. Davis is under... It was, not Davis, sorry. Morgan has took that, hit the floor, took the tackle. They'll be starting from inside their own 20, will OKR. 2 tackles gone. 25 yards out. Farrell in with a tackle, along with Cade Ellis, almost up to their own 30. May in at dummy half, spreads it left for OKR. Burgess drives it forward. He's met by Farrell, O'Neill, and Tyler Dupree. Just O'Neill's just a little bit slow to get up off the floor there. He's jogging back. He's all right. Makes me nervous. 5th tackle. Kick comes in from the halfway line. Field on his own goal line. He's just at the 10. Up to 15. He's met by OKR. Wigan will be starting 18 yards out. St Helens and Wakefield. It is St Helens 26, Wakefield 0. Still to get on the scoreboard. O'Neill in at dummy half. Spreads it to Miskey, who's come helping the forwards out. Almost up to the 30. Wigan spreading it left. They've got numbers. Deliberate knock on there. That Davis there. I mean, that's a deliberate knock on. There was no, it's not like he knocked it on wrapping the tackle. He had his arm held out. I don't know, is it a thing now, a deliberate knock on, or have they stopped that? I think they might have stopped it, so... Either way, it's a knock on. Head and feed to Wigan. Centre field. Going down the right-hand side, Eckersley drives it in, makes no yardage whatsoever. O'Neill comes in at dummy half. Goes left to Farrell. Farrell up to Wigan's 40, met by 4 OKR players. Makes... Michael Orum's not coming back on. He's full track suited up and... I'm not sure what's the matter with him, but he's not coming back. Wigan are going down the right-hand side here. Eckersley breaks the tackle. Up to the 30, he's brought down by Burgess. Miskey in at dummy half. 4 tackles gone. Wigan spreading it left, although still pretty central. Straightened up by Nsemba, and Nsemba drives it forward. Can't make any yardage. Once again, Hadley's putting his hand, thought about putting his hand in his face, and then decided against it. 5th tackle, it's not worth it, is it? Davis underneath it, puts his feet into the air. You can't do that. And then kicks Marshall in the chest as he keep, you know how they keep the foot high in the air as they're going down. Put his foot into Marshall's chest. Chance to go in over the sideline here. Wigan trying to drive the OKR players over the sideline here at every opportunity. Letting in at dummy half. Long ball, centre. Makes sense. Keep away from the sideline. Farrell with the tackle. OKR up to their own 30. Litton in at dummy half. Takes it himself over the 40. Crowd and Litton are claiming a high tackle from Farrell. Referee disagrees. 5th tackle. High kick comes in. It's taken by Field on the full, about 25 metres out. Now he's up to almost a 40. Almost juggled the ball there as well. Kept hold of it. Almost knocked it on there, did Jyfield. Marshall up to Wigan's 40. Smith in at dummy half. Harvey Hill's come on for Wigan. First time we've seen him this evening, so he should be fresh. Jyfield. He gets flattened, can't make any ground. Wigan trying to come down the right hand side. Chip over the top from Bevan French. It's going to run dead. It'll be a restart for Hull KR about 10 metres out. "52 minutes gone. As you can see, Hull KR 12, Wigan 10, 2 tries apiece. The only difference was Harry Smith couldn't convert Wigan's last try. Real intensity in this match tonight, as you would expect. Litton driving it forward. He's brought down by Brad O'Neill and Cade Ellis. Yeah, they've got it wrong with the on and off of Bet365. Harvey Hill has come on and Patrick Mago has gone off. It's been like that all night. They should have reversed it. It was a bit confusing. But I was seeing things. Hull, 4 tackles gone, trying to come down the left-hand side, almost up to Wigan's 20. It is said Harvey Hill with the tackle. May puts a kick in. It's just gone high, not far forward. Bevan French rose above everybody, 15 yards out, takes it, hits the ground. Wigan will be starting deep inside their own territory. Field, blimey! Field in at dummy half. Humongous missed pass, trying to find Marshall over on the left-hand side. It bounced. Marshall did well to take it. No, Wigan, that was adventurous, to say the least. And Sember in at dummy half. No, Wigan throwing it about like it's the... They're throwing it about like it's the last play of the game. Eckersley's broke the line. He's over the 40. He's over the halfway. He's being chased. He puts a grubber kick inside. It's a foot race to the line. He makes the tackle. Oh, my word. Fantastic from Wigan there. Adventurous. Farrell won't stand in square there. Got away with that one, did Wigan. 2 tackles gone. Hull KR are still on their own 10-yard line. Up in tempo. Up in tempo. You can't go. Oh, here we go again. Yeah, here we go. It was Brad O'Neill. I'm not sure which Hull player stood up and had a little bit of a push at Brad O'Neill, and O'Neill let him have one back. Hargreaves have gone steaming in. We'll see what happens here. So Brad O'Neill, oh yeah, he's got it. Well, it's only the same as what Nsember had. It was Broadbent who got a bit of a hand to the face as O'Neill was getting up. The same as what happened with Nsember in the first half from Hadley. Hargreaves comes in having a go at O'Neill. I said at half-time this game is a powder keg. There's an offload on the 30 metres and it's still... If both teams finish without a yellow card at least, I'll be surprised. Litton in at dummy half. He went short, then he runs inside. He's met by Brad O'Neill. 3 tackles gone. Almost up to Wigan's 20. Hadley's trying to get the offload, but he's met by Harvey Hill and Nsember. Oh, referee's just stopped play. Bloody hell, Tyler Dupree, his eye is split right open. And he stood there saying, no, I'm all right. The referee said, hang on a minute, just stop play. Ooh, that's a corker. That's going to need stitching. That needs stitches, and Tyler Dupree saying, yeah, I'm okay. Oh, my word. Tough old boy, these rugby league players. What happened here? Yeah. Walking off smiling. It's only a little bit of a... Yeah. it looks like the top of his eyes hanging down. They'll have to stitch that or put some of them quick stitches in, sort it out afterwards. Trouble with them is taking them off while you have the proper stitches put in. Yeah, well, fifth tackle coming down the left-hand side. Then it's been dropped, knocked on. And what's Hargreaves on about now? It was a clear. It's a clear knock-on. And they're running round like... They're I'm not sure what the challenge is. Are they going to do Captain's Challenge here? Yeah. Captain's Challenge. I'm not sure what for. So are they saying he was tackled without the... There's nobody tackled without the ball there. So... No, and also, if anything, it's a case of Tanganoa running into the Wigan defender. So what an absolutely ridiculous challenge. No, it won't be unsuccessful. I should think so as well. Crazy that. That's just a waste of your captain's challenge. They were getting giddy like two 15-year-olds waiting for their 16th birthday. Yeah. Crazy that. I don't know what they were seeing, but it's not what I saw. Or the video referee for that matter. Hill driving it forward. Real intensity in some of these tackles. Wigan coming down the left-hand side with Wardle. He's still going. He's wrapped up now on Hull's 30. 4 tackles. Smith goes with a little chip over the top. He's going after it himself. Yeah, it was all right, but still had another tackle to go in here. Matty Pete didn't look impressed with that play either, and I don't blame him. "57 minutes gone. Still plenty of time. Harvey Hill, Farrell, Walters all in the tackle there. Burgess not really going anywhere. 3 tackles gone. Still in their own half here, Hull KR. 4 tackles gone. Short of the halfway line. Spread over to this right-hand side. May, what's he going to do? He gets over the 40, but he had no support. He was looking for the offload there. 5th tackle. Kick's going to be coming from 35 yards out. Field takes it 5 yards out, not under any pressure though. Gets to about 12 yards out, and that's where he's dropped. BetFred Super League, St Helens and Wakefield. St Helens 26, Wakefield finally on the scoreboard 4. 58 minutes gone here. Miskey almost broke the line there. Couldn't though. 3 tackles gone. Wigan still to cross their own 30 yet. Eckersley, he still can't get over the 30. 4 tackles gone. Brad O'Neill spreads it left. Cade Ellis drives it forward. Looking for the offload. Gets wrapped up. 5th tackle. Smith's going to be kicking from deep here. From inside his own 40. Looking for a 40-20. Straight into the arms though of Davis. Davis drives it forward. He's met by Harvey Hill and Walters. Good return there. Trying to get up to their own 40, Hull KR. 2 tackles gone. They're just short of it. Hadley trying to get towards the halfway line. Can't get there. Now they try and spread it down that left-hand side. Hull KR over the halfway line. Eckersley with the tackle. Needed to make that as well. Litton in at dummy half. Offload. Back to Litton. May running across field looking for options. Wrapped up by Nsemba. And Hiku's still on the floor. I'm not sure what happened there. So it's going to be a kick from Hull KR on Wigan's 30. Davis with the catch. Couldn't get the kick away because he was tackled. Wigan bring it away with field. They'll be starting from their own 20. This is becoming fast, frenetic, intense. It's getting more and more intense as the players are getting more and more tired, if that makes sense. 60 minutes gone. And rather than the pace dropping off, it looks like I said, it looks like it's getting more and more intense. Wigan trying to get over their own 40. They do with Cade Ellis. He thought about the offload there to Walters, then kept hold of it. Walters does take it over the halfway. That was a forward pass to Farrell. He's dropped it anyway. Hull have got the ball. Then Burgess knocks it on. It'll be the first knock on. So it'll be scrum, head and feed on the halfway line to Hull KR. There's definitely, before the end of this match, there's going to be a set two. We've already had a few schmozzles, as they call it. There's already been a couple of those. And they're getting more and more intense as we come towards the end of this game. We're in the final quarter now. I'll be surprised if nobody gets sent off or there's not at least a yellow card. But we'll see. Hadley drives it over Wigan's 40, just pretty central. Litton's in at dummy half. Missed pass there, spreading it over to the left-hand side. Minchella driving it forward, just short of Wigan's 30. Farrell and O'Neill in with a tackle. Now they're coming down this right-hand side again. May. Oh, Wardle shot out the line then, made the tackle, but the pass got away. Smith's in with the tackle. It's all getting a little bit messy. May once again, they've got numbers on the left-hand side here of Hull, and it's straight. I don't know why. I can't see who that was. The Hull KR player straightened it up. He should have carried it on going left. Fifth tackle. Is there going to be a kick coming in? Not yet. Not yet. Coming across this right-hand side. Going to have to take a tackle there. I think it's Davis. So Wigan will be starting 10 yards out from their own line down this left-hand side. Had a chance there to put a kick in, did Hull KR on a couple of occasions. Didn't take it. And Wigan are starting from deep inside their own territory though. Marshall drives it forward. Can't quite get up to the 20. Smith in at dummy half. Spreads it right to Miskey, who's helping out the forwards. Doesn't make much ground there though. He's just gone further in field. Brad O'Neill in at dummy half. Takes it himself. He's scampering forward. Makes about 10 yards and he's brought down. Jai Field in at dummy half. Short pass there to Walters. Walters over halfway line just. Hadley brings him down. O'Neill in again at dummy half. Spreads it right. Wigan have got numbers. The fullback's up. Jai Field is tackled though. Can't get any space. So it's Miskey in at dummy half. Fifth tackle. Smith's going to be kicking from just inside Hull's half. It'll be down the left-hand side for Wigan. Davis underneath it, juggles it, gets it at the second attempt. And he's over the 20. Did well there, Davis. He juggled it and then made decent yardage once he got hold of it. 2 tackles gone. Litton in at dummy half. Hull KR just over their own 20. Burgess almost up to the 40, centre field. He's met by O'Neill and Farrell. Litton in at dummy half. Short pass to the right, driven forward. Ooh, I thought Wigan were going to lift. The Hull KR player there, they didn't. Luckily, they're coming down the right-hand side, almost to break Wigan's line. O'Neill with a tackle and Nsemba. 5th tackle. Kick's going to come in from Litton. About 35 yards out. To the right of the post. Field with a good catch. 20 yards out. 10 yards out. Smith's in at dummy half. One out past there to Marshall. Marshall gets it up to the 20. Miskey driving it forward. Litton with the tackle. He's still going. Gets to the 30. That's 3 tackles gone though for Wigan. BetFred Super League, St Helens and Wakefield. It is St Helens 26, Wakefield 10. Wigan, Walter just over the halfway line. That's 5 tackles gone though, so it's going to be another deep kick for Harry Smith. Going to be taken by Davis. He's going to go down onto the floor. Are Wigan trying to drive him over the sideline? No, manages to stay in field. Okay, will be starting this next set from the 20-yard line. "65 minutes gone. Just noticed as well on that, the clock's missing. Where's the clock? Apologies for that. Oh, it's there, so where's it gone? We'll get that clock up in a moment. And the 66 minutes gone. Wigan just over the halfway with Farrell centre field, almost up to Hull 40. 3 tackles gone. Leeming in at dummy half. Wigan spreading it left now, and Sember straightens it up. Hadley's waiting to meet him, makes good yardage after the contact does Sember. Set restart there, messing about after the referee had called held. 6 again for Wigan. Patrick Mago over the 30, still going, heading towards the 20, about 25 yards out. Pretty central. That was a short pass from Leam into Walters. We'll call it a flat pass. "10 yards out. Real, almost under the post, Cade Ellis. Wigan have got numbers right. Smith darts forward himself. He's over the line. Hawkeye and myself, to be honest, thought Smith was going to keep that ball being shipped over to the right-hand side where Wigan had numbers. Dummied the pass, shot forward and scampered over the line with minimal contact to him. All that came about, though, by ill discipline from Hull KR and giving Wigan a new set of 6. The referee had called held, but they still wanted to mess about in the play of the ball. And they paid the ultimate price, you know, the ultimate... They paid the ultimate price for that ill discipline, because from this kick now that's going to be coming up, it's on the right side for Harry Smith. And him being a left-footed kicker, he isn't going to miss that. I think I'd get that. With a bad back. So we're just waiting for this conversion now. While that's happening, I'm going to try and see why the clock's not there. Apologies if it just goes a little bit on the bonk for a second or two. It's a little bit better, isn't it? That's better. We've got the clock back. So, Smith will kick this. I have no doubt about that. I shouldn't have said that now. He won't miss this. Success probability is 96%. It's going over. So we're going to have, because the clock will start going, so by the time we get back underway, we're going to have about 10 minutes. A 4-point lead for Wigan. Is that missed kick? It was a difficult kick as well, let's be honest, from Harry Smith. Is he going to regret that come the end of the game? Could well do. But on this occasion, puts it through the uprights. So we're going to have a 4-point lead. Could we be heading into overtime again? Could we? I certainly wouldn't mind. It's been a good, it has been a good game. I had a bet as well on this. I think it was over 32.5 points. Tyler Dupree drives it forward from the kick-off. He's back on. He's probably had his eye stitched up, or maybe a temporary repair. It was a good cut as well. And Sember drives it over Wigan's 20. Pretty central. Walters now trying to drive it forward. A little bit of help there from Lehman. Farrell driving it forward. Hull KR trying to steal the ball at first. Then, obviously, once there's more than one player in the tackle, can't do that. Fifth tackle coming up. Smith's going to be kicking from just inside Hull KR's half. He goes down Wigan's right. It's collected by Morg. He runs infield. He's driven back a little bit. Hull KR will be starting from their own 15-yard line. Mayen at dummy half. Throws it inside to Davis. Davis over the 20. He's met by Walters, Dupree, Lehman. Now, Hull KR driving it over the 30. Met by Nsemba. Litton's in at dummy half. 3 tackles gone. Now they've got numbers on the left-hand side if they can get round the edges. Burgess is trying to go around the edges. Oh, what has he done? He was going out of play there, Burgess. Come on, Jai Field. It's going to be a try for Wigan. This was Burgess. Hull KR were trying to get round the edges of Wigan. Burgess was going into touch. I think it was Miskett who was driving him over there. Burgess tried blindly throwing the ball back inside, I think. Sort of a blind offload as he was going. We're just having a on-field review, a video review. On-field decision is a try. Yeah, it was Miskett with Burgess. Miskett was driving Burgess into touch. Burgess gambled and threw the ball backwards, so the ball wasn't out of touch. And luckily for him, of all the people to pick it up, it was Bevan French. He cut inside, couple of jinks, and on his inside, backing him up, was Jai Field. As soon as Field got that ball, he just sprinted clear. He just sprinted clear and plonks that ball down under Hull KR's posts. There's no reason why this is going to be disallowed. The only reason it would have been disallowed is if Burgess had been over the line when he threw the ball back in field, and he was clearly not. There was no knock-ons. This will be a try for Wigan. Try for Wigan. Burgess, I don't know why he was doing that. There's plenty of time left in this game. We're only 71 minutes gone. But in the blink of an eye, Wigan have gone from a deficit to now a 20-12 lead, and the conversion to come. The conversion's right under the post, so that's not going to be missed. Come on, Wigan. Really, that was a rookie mistake there by Burgess. You'd expect that maybe of a youngster, but not of somebody with his experience. And with so long to go in this game, there's no need to panic. It was Minchella and May who started spreading that ball to the left, trying to get around the edges of Wigan. And there was a gap there, but it quickly closed as Miskey came across. And like I said, Burgess, once he got hold of him, his momentum was going over that try line. It was just a blind pass back along the floor. And to compound the error, the first player who pounced was Bevan French. And to doubly compound the error, backing him up on the inside was Jai Field. The rest is history. 4 points on the board, another 2 to follow. Urgent, low glucose warning. Right. Not me, my daughter-in-law. Yeah, no problem there for Harry Smith. Conversion over. Wigan, 22 points now on the board. In the blink of an eye, OKR languishing on 12. Not really, but it just shows how this game of rugby league, Willie Peters are looking a little bit subdued. Just shows how things can change in the blink of an eye. Short kick off there. Short kick off there from OKR. Burgess rose well, knocked it back, and Litton picks it up. So OKR in possession on Wigan's 30. Down that left-hand side. Redeemed himself a little bit there, did Burgess. Still got to get the points on the board though. Now they're trying to come down this right-hand side, OKR. Smith with a tackle, finished off by Nsemba. Now Smith gets involved. Don't do that. Don't give another 6 away. Got away with it. Up to Wigan's 20. Still driving forward, OKR. Up to Wigan's 15. Litton's in at dummy half. Lehman and Walters at first markers. Now it's coming left. Whitbread drives over Wigan's 10. He's about 8 yards out. Litton, dummy half. He can go left or right. He goes right. They've got one overlap on the outside, but the touchline is Wigan's friends there. So they come back inside OKR. Hadley, dummy half. He's going to go left. It was a wild pass. Got too much on it. It's with May. Oh dear. And now they just, I think it was Davis there, trying to offload as he was being tackled. Didn't get any purchase and dropped the ball. Miski will be bringing it forward. Is he going on the right-hand side? Thought about a basketball, one of them shovel passes then. Decides to keep hold of it. He's gone over his own 20. Hello. BetFred Super League, St Helens, 26. Wakefield, 14. Walters jewels the ball, keeps hold of it, gets up to Wigan's 40. 3 tackles completed. Just over 5 minutes to go. Tyler Dupree drives it towards the halfway line. Lehman in at dummy half. Spreads it left. Cade Ellis gets over halfway, runs into Litton. Hadley comes in to help him out. About 45 metres out, Wigan centre field. 5th tackle. Is he going to put the ball over the sideline? Harry Smith. He puts a low kick in. Doesn't get it over the sideline though. OKR will return it. They'll be starting from about 15 metres out. No, they won't, because Wigan are driving the player back. He'll be starting 10 metres out. Mikey Lewis shaking his head on the sideline. Wigan are up in the game now in defence. It's energised them, that try from Field. Yeah, Good Friday. Don't forget, Wigan v St Helens. We'll be covering that live here on Catch It Live First. Join me, Jimmy James. Okay, over their own 30. Centre field, Litton in dummy half. Spreads it right. Minchella goes back left. Burgess gets an offload there. Then it's all getting a little bit scrappy now. OKR still in possession with Hadley. Ooh, the ball's almost getting dropped. I'm not sure if it's sweat or if there's a bit of evening dew on the grass. Both sets of players seem to be struggling a little bit with the handling at the minute. 5th tackle, kick comes in from the halfway line. Field runs forward, takes it on his 25, hits the floor. Wigan will be starting centre field from their own 28-yard line. Lehman in at dummy half, spreads it left to Marshall. 1 out rugby, Marshall drives it forward. He's met by Hadley. .76.5 minutes gone. The clock is Wigan's friend. Elvis Miski just drives it forward into Lytton, gets up to Wigan's 40. 3 tackles gone. I'm pretty sure Wigan won't try anything too fancy here. Farrell up to the halfway line. 4 tackles gone. Lehman has a little scamper himself down the short side, gets it to Bevan French. French makes a few yards there. 5th tackle coming up for Wigan. Lehman takes it himself, puts a little grubber kick in. It's going to be fielded in the left-hand corner for, what Hull KR doing? It's going to be a try for Wigan, surely. No, he's dropped it. Well, this will go upstairs. I don't think it's a try. But it all started with that kick through from Lehman at dummy half. No on-field decision is no try. I'm not sure which Hull KR player fielded it, but as he was being tackled, he threw a speculative pass inside. It was knocked on by Hull KR. Wigan, picked the ball up, and it ended up with Abasmiski trying to drive over the line himself. And I think he had 1, 2. Was that Morg or Morgu underneath him? And I think he dropped the ball before he... Did he get down with pressure before? We'll have a look. Oh! Try. He's in possession and with pressure. The ball was on the floor. Yeah, go back. Let's have a look at this. Go back. I've got a feeling he might have got a little bit of cheeky downward pressure there. He's still in control of that ball and then pushes it down with his right hand. Yeah, that's a try. That'll be a try for Wigan. On-field decision is no try. I'm going try. Lytton came in a bit later on, but it had all happened by then. Davis came in, but Lytton and Davis are coming in, joining in the tackle, but it's happened. The try's already happened here, so what we're looking at this for, I don't know. I'm saying try. It's always an iffy one, though, when the on-field decision is no try. Yeah, I thought there was downward... We're looking too late on. The ball had already touched the floor. There. The ball had already touched the floor when it was 1-on-1 in the tackle. Yeah, he swaps it to his right hand, keeps his fingers on it, and the ball touches the grass. That will be a try. There's enough evidence there to overturn the referee's on-field decision of no try. Now we're looking at Lytton coming in and the ball bouncing and what have you. I don't know why. The try has already been given. Should be anyway. I'm no expert and I'm not biased, but I'm going with try. Decision pending. Try. That wraps it up. There's a young Wigan fan there. He must be about 11 years old, giving it one of them. When you look back at that, son, you'll be getting a clip round the ear off your mum. We can relax now. Bet365 graphics are fantastic. Like I said, they are streaming the other game as well, St Helens. So if you're a Saints fan, never mind. But if you're a Saints fan, then you could have been watching tonight's match on Bet365 if you've got a funded account. Just having a look at it again. It's already been given. Yeah, definite try. A definite try. Smith with the kick to come. Straight through the middle. No pressure on that kick either. There you go. Have a little bit of that. Matty Pete looks good. He's got his head on his arm like that now. Inside, he's got to be delighted. Some sour Hull KR fans there in the crowd. Some demoralised faces. Some demoralised faces. Full-time, St Helens 26, Wakefield 14. From the kick-off, it's picked up by Liam Byrne. Has a little bit of a juggle, picks it up the second attempt, drives it forward. Wigan will be starting from their own 15. And Semba drives it in. 60 seconds to go. Now, are the players going to be professional and just see the game out, or are they going to settle some beef before the final whistle goes? We'll find out. Patrick Mago drives it forward. Mago's having a little bit of a chuckle to himself. Mago's dropped the ball in the tackle. Sweaty arms, it doesn't really matter now, but it'll be a scrum. Centre field, head and feed to Hull KR. Clock has stopped. Wigan's captain's challenge may as well at this stage of the game. There was 3 players in the tackle, but it's whether Mago was protecting the ball as well as he should. Oh, there's arms in there. Are they going to overturn it? I don't think it matters. It doesn't matter. Maybe just for his pride was there a knee in there. You've got to hold it tighter than that, though. Yeah, unsuccessful for me. Unsuccessful. A wry smile on Patrick Mago's face. Okay, our scrum, head and feed on Wigan's 35. Anti Pete's come down touchline. He'll enjoy that handshake with Billy Peters. OKR spreading it right straight away. A little kick through. Just put it behind. Liam Marshall's there. Marshall misses it. And then Jai Field misses it. Ball's gone dead though. It'll be a goal line dropout for Wigan. Brad O'Neill there getting congratulated by Matty Pete. Walters is on the sideline. Harvey Hill, Willie Peters is looking a little bit. Could have done without that. And that's the final whistle. No need for that dropout. Probably wise as well. It finishes Wigan 12. OKR 12, Wigan 28. Scoreline doesn't really do it justice though. It was a lot closer than that. But the good news is my bet will be up. So that is a little bit of good news. And Wigan get the victory. So that'll keep. Let's just have a quick look at the league table. Let's have a little bit of peace and quiet. Oh, sorry about that. A little bit of peace and quiet now. How will that affect the table? That victory tonight will mean a lot to Wigan. Whoops. How do you get that off of the end of the belt? And I'll take that. Oh, fuck you. All right. There we go. So standings now. Hull KR still stay on top on 12 points from 7 games. Wigan move within 2 in second place on 10 points, level with St Helens on 10 points. So that's where we're up to. Good match, good intensity. Just what you want to see from a rugby league match. On that note, I will say, if you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button. Ping that notifications bell. If you can give us a thumbs up, that'd be superb. 3 stream supporters for tonight. We have got jalexpetproducts.co.uk, heavenlypleasures.co.uk, removepest.co.uk. Links are in the description of the video, along with the promo codes. Grab yourselves a bargain. And on that note, I will say, enjoy the rest of your Friday evening and have a great weekend. I'll be back on, I think it's Sunday lunchtime. This will crack off. We're at it again. Can we keep the winning streak going? It has been my pleasure to entertain you tonight. Hopefully, you have been entertained. If you have, please give us a thumbs up. And I'll be back on Sunday. Catch up soon. I am Jimmy James. You're watching Catch It Live First.